Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. As you can see, we are back on our pay-to-win account, as always, for the live stream. Anything we get in Super Chat, anything that we get into YouTube revenue, and anything that we get that I put into this account is what we're focused on as we're adding more and more into this account. What's going on, guys? We are back with some more AFK Arena, and we are ready to hopefully make some progression. As you guys seen, the new Summer Delight came out today. So we actually get some more essence, which a lot of our wishing bottles. Jordan is almost the tree good enough to keep. I would keep him just for the simple fact that a lot of heroes, they rework. So if you go ahead and do use him, use him for fodder, just like a lot of other heroes, they do rework. So they go ahead and rework. We've seen it with Satrana. A lot of people use her as food. We've seen it with Verk. A lot of people used him as food. We've seen it with Screg. When they rework the heroes, that is the reason not using the heroes for fodder. Heroes that you can essentially ascend, because there is always a chance that they're going to go ahead and do a rework. I haven't heard what's going on too much. There's a lot going on in AFK Arena world, as you can see. Making sure the Vault of Time enrolling, it is 3,000 diamonds, but you double your diamonds if you get to the higher ranks, which is awesome. So we'll go ahead and enroll here because this is what we want to do. The honorable, we do push this every chance that we get. So we are enrolled for the honorable. Go ahead and using our gems. Bountiful Trials. Drez, this is kind of how they're testing new heroes. As you can see with the Arena of Heroes, you do get a free elite, which is awesome. You do get quite a bit of loot there. This is how they're going to be testing new heroes, is going to be in the Arena of Trials. What's going on, Javid? Thank you for joining me. I know it's really, really late where you're at. So make sure that you enroll for the Abysmal Expedition. It is up right now. They did a crazy amount of reworks, and as you can see, there is a ton of loot, an absolute insane amount of loot when you're coming through here. Even 50 red chests. They changed up some of the loot, especially because the Poe coins were not out last time. So definitely worth go ahead and running through here. Also, if you guys didn't know, and I got caught by this, so Voyager Wonder, the Misty Valley is up, but if you move, or this scrolls to the Windfall Gorge, the Windfall Gorge is also up as well as of today. So this is actually, you get 10 of your cards here, 10 faction scrolls, which is awesome. It's very, very quick. I think in total it took me about 10 minutes to get through. These are actually emblem chests, but they give you random ones. Mauler, Lightbearer, Wild, or Graveborn, so you can't get any of the faction, or the Hypogean or the Celestials out of there, but you do get the regular ones. So definitely making sure you're not missing out on the Windfall Gorge. And also in the Wandering Bloom, the Howling Wastes are up. So there is an insane amount of stuff. Should you go for Poe coins or gold emblems? Always Poe coins. The reason is when you look at your emblems, just like here, you can buy amplifying emblems. Might take you a little bit longer, but when you look at the long-term game, you can buy the amplifying emblems. These will be in here. Even if you use gems to refresh the shop, they will be available in here. Poe coins are going to bring furniture, which is going to bring new abilities. So overall, even with the amplifying emblems, you get them out of the tavern as well. So right now we have a card available, but you'll get amplifying emblems. You get them in chests. They're a lot more common than the Poe coins are as of right now. As you can see, we have 17,000 gems. I've been really, really pushing the towers. We have 40 cards to look for Taylene. And we already did get Taylene already up to Mythic, as you remember from last time. Still working on our signature item, which I believe I got enough now to take her to +10. Taylene is the focus. Attack rating is increased by 20%, defense rating by 40% every time she is reborn. Super, super powerful when she's reborn. So we'll continue. And amplifying emblems, like I said, I've gotten them through the week, but there is a ton of new content that has come out today. So earlier today. What's going on, Elizabeth? Thank you for the membership for the channel. If you see right next to her name, they have the little hippo. The longer you're a member, it actually gives you badges, and it gives you different badges, and you level up your badges, which is very cool. Also, the video I put up earlier today, if you are a subscriber and you comment on that video, you will be entered into our gift card giveaway, which we're doing our give back every single month, as well as if you're a membership, just like Elizabeth is to the channel, we are doing a give back there as well every single month. That is going to be going forward. Yeah, I want to get some front lighting in here, but it's going to take a little while, just like a green screen. So let's go ahead and get into the summons here is what I want to do. And the reason why I waited is if you look in here with the treasure hunters, you have to not only use support heroes in the Arcane Labyrinth, the campaign, or the King's Tower, you also have to acquire elite heroes. This is why I had said last week when we went ahead and did our summons was make sure that you did, or make sure you save your diamonds, because we knew this event was coming. We had seen it on the test server, and I noticed 2 here is exchanging. These are a little bit higher than I believe they were. I thought these were only 3, but as you're getting your wishing bottles, we can continue to build those up. So overall, very cool event. One question that I've gotten from a lot of people, as you can see from his skin, you do get it for free. But Lilith has not released anything on Belinda skin. So I'm not sure if they're going to go ahead and release it at a later time. If once Lucius is over, they're going to have a second part for Belinda. Not sure how they're going to work the Belinda in yet, but will be really interesting to see. And then you also do have the option for the summer dolly, which changes, of course, our little dolly up here to the summer dolly. So a little bit different sayings. Is there a video for the member give back? I'll community post it. I'll actually post it. I'll have a video. I'll make a video for both of the drawings. That way you guys can see it live. Is it worth buying the red chest inside the lab? If you're buying the red chest, that is the best place to buy it, because that is the cheapest place you are going to find it, Mathis. So close to getting Rowan's signature item to 30. If you go through, so if you're Gillade, if you're going through and doing the Abysmal Expedition, you'll get chests out of there. So you'll continue to get more chests out of there. But let's go ahead and we will get into the summons here. Fingers crossed we get a couple more copies of Taylene. Yes, and I know Hyatt, the summer event prizes do kind of suck. It's just little supplement prizes, I guess, is what they were looking for. So we have 5 stones here, which we got a copy of Damon. Look at that. I believe that might be the last one we need to get him to Ascended. I might need one more, but I think that might be the last one to get Damon to Ascended. Antandra, pretty good. Gwen, really good. Namora, good. Rigby, not so much. But again, just like I've said with a lot of heroes, Rigby could get a rework in the future. So making sure you're not using those heroes as fodder, because there's always a chance that they could get a rework. And if they get a rework, you no longer have the hero. So it's kind of interesting to see. But we do have quite a few summons here. I believe, nope, we got another copy of Gwen. Look at that. Elite Plus for most of those. I believe we need food. So there's Damon. We do have a copy there. We have 1 there. So we need 1. We need 1, and then we need food, which we have food. We have enough food. We have more than enough food, so we can actually take him to Ascended if we get 1 more copy for him, which would be awesome. I've never seen him to Ascended, just like a lot of heroes. I don't believe we have any choice heroes that we can get. Nope, 3 more days till the reset. So as long as we get a copy of him, I did go ahead and put Drez in here, because I do want to try to pull Drez as well. I dropped out Namisu, because Namisu, even though we're building him on here because he has solid support for the Maulers, we already have enough copies to take him to Ascended. So very, very cool. A lot of people do feed Kaz. Kaz was one of the first heroes to ever get a rework. I believe they reworked her signature item very, very early, and still no one used them. Same with Rain. I think Rain might have been the first one. But again, everybody started replacing Rain, and even with the rework, nobody used them. So let's go ahead and we'll get into the summons. Fingers crossed we need 1 copy of Damon at this point. So a couple rare cards there, which again gives us a little more emblems. There's Damon, so hopefully we don't have to wait to get him. I want to go ahead and pull a copy of him, which would be nice. There's our first elite, which is a copy of Titus. Titus is very, very good as a mauler. He is one of the only ones that produce CC. So when it comes to the crowd control aspect of it, the fear that he brings, it is very, very good. And he's one of the only heroes that provide the CC. So a couple more rares there. We're getting pretty full because we do have to ascend some of these heroes. There's another copy of Titus. So we'll go through, we'll see who we're going to ascend because we are getting a lot of copies of heroes. Yeah, never feed the ascended heroes because like I said, a lot of them have gotten reworked as we've seen. Look at that, a double right there. Come on, Damon. It is Saurus and Solus. I'll definitely take a copy of Saurus. I believe that might be able to add a little bit more to him. A couple more rare cards. I'm hoping we get a copy of him. There's another elite, which we got one more pull here. It's a copy of, there it is. Bam! We have pulled a lot of copies of him. That will take him to Ascended, which is awesome. That is exactly what we wanted to go ahead. They stun, but it's not like Titus. Titus has the ability to actually, I think it's Fear, Horrify, Terrify. I forget what the ability is called, but he can do it on multiple enemies. Plus, he has the ability to fear a lot of heroes. So here we'll go, I'm thinking Maulers, just because I'd like to see Drez. But we did get him. Let's see who it is. It is Verk. Take a copy of Verk. That might be the first time that I have ever pulled Mauler heroes out of a card. I don't pull them out of here. Usually, as you've seen on my main account, Maulers I don't pull anyone with. But here is 40 cards here. Still trying to get Taline. So we need at least 2 more copies. We'll take her to Mythic Plus. 6 more will take her up to Ascended. So continuing to build her as we focus on it. And also the 30,000 diamonds I have never seen. I have never, ever seen it. So hopefully with 4 pulls here, we can do a very, very good summon. First one, just a little bit of gold. Second one, we pull... Well, we got a Graveborn card there, but still no copy of Taline. 2 more. And all of these cards we've gotten from events. We've gotten them from a bunch of different places. I've noticed, though, that once we had this update, as you can see, it's loading right now. I've had problems with it on my accounts since it has. Look at that double Mythic Gear pull, which isn't too bad, but still not a copy of Taline. Final pull, 40 cards used, which is Taline. There's another copy of her. So we just need a couple more and we'll be able to get her up higher. Glad we got 1 copy out of there for her. So let's go ahead and look at the store real quick. Barracks, not enough to get another stone. Labyrinth store, almost 100% stacked on tokens. Was hoping to get the red chest out of here, but as of right now, I'm thinking we might get Wukong. Let me know in the Labyrinth store what you guys are thinking, who I should focus on buying here, because the red chests, I believe, are about 2 chapters away, so we still have a while before the red chest, before we're going to be able to get them. Challenger store, we're going for Aziz. He plays a pivotal role in so many of the bosses and a lot of the campaign stages, building our team. So we're going to go ahead and save that. And also we only have 4 days and we will have Arthur completed as well. So again, out of here, I know the Thorin Cheese is pretty popular. Wukong I do like as well. Very, very strong in PvP. But overall, we have a lot of stuff in here. Same with the guild store. We've been buying stuff little by little, just kind of stocking up items right now. But let's go ahead and look through the heroes we have. So Light Bears here, we've been working on Belinda, as you can see, and Gwen. Gwen I want to build first. We have triple copies of both. So with both of them already being at Legendary Plus, we have enough, just need food to take them to Ascended. Folks, same, we're building a lot. Thane we have a copy of. But as far as Lightbearer food, don't have any food. Okay, so Wukong, you guys think Wukong? Should I get one more Gwen to Mythic or get one more Rowan? I would go, honestly, I would go Gwen. And the reason for that, Alexander, is Rowan performs really, really well and performs really, really well with his signature item. You don't necessarily have to have him up to Ascended or even Mythic Plus. He will do really good. The red chests, I believe, appear after 24, so maybe going into 25. But out of the Labyrinth store, we'll go ahead and we will pick up our copy of Wukong. That still gives us 145,000 tokens because I've been running the daily lab, which we got a Graveborn card here. Naru, which will give us a little bit more food. And I do have a lot of room, I believe, to level up heroes. So again, a lot more gold, which you get a ton of gold out of the Stargazer. We'll pop our Wukong copy, which I believe is our second one. Red chest we're still saving for. But yeah, overall, Gwen, you have to have leveled up because of the damage she does. So there's another copy of Wukong and Naru. All right, so Light Bears, we are holding tight till we get more food. The Maulers. Maulers, we already have Sophia and we have Scrag up. Like I said, we have a lot of copies of Nemitsu. I have a couple copies. Again, we kind of need food. I think I made too many here, but we do need food because we have Entendre, we have Quesos, we have Savius, we have double goalless. So we need one more food and then we can get someone up to Mythic. Just made it to 29.6. That's good. Yeah, chapter 30 LB. When you get there, it's pretty tough. Saurus, again, continuing to build. Remember, even though adding stars to heroes is only 2.5%, because he is a priority in guild bosses and Twisted Essence bosses, and on this account, he actually tanks quite a bit. I build him. I'm always going to build him up to 5 stars because he is, again, a priority. Yep, so we'll get Arthur, we'll get copies of Wukong, copies of the red chests, and continue going through there. But in here, again, we have copies of Solus. We have another copy of Namora. Food, we have food here. But we're going to have to work on another hero because we already have 4 up to Ascended. So should we do... I'm thinking Solus. So for the Wilders, because we have a couple... Well, honestly, Solus is really the only one. Because essentially, when you have 4 copies of the heroes, one is going to take it to Legendary... or using the food, you need 1 copy to get up to Legendary. You need 1 copy for a Legendary Plus. You need the 2 more to get to Ascended, and a lot of food between them. So we have 4 copies of Solus. So yeah, the challenges are tough, but remember in there you do have 32 days. I believe when it opened, it was 32 days to go through there. So the challenges do take time, which is by design because it's a month. Yeah, and there are Marshmallow, a crazy amount of events, but I am thinking we're going to build Solus because I use her on my main account, and she is absolutely amazing on my main account. Then I believe we still do, I think we're going to be 1 short on the food, but she's going to be the next one that we're going to go ahead and build. So take her to Legendary, take her to Legendary Plus, and we will park her at Legendary Plus right now. Because we, again, are 1 short on food, but we already have double copies of her. Yeah, I know. I noticed that with Solus, is she's not very high, but on my Wilder account, she just absolutely destroys not only the damage that she does, but also with the Floral Spectre being a distraction, she does really well. In PvP, I've seen her do really well. So building her, I mean, we have Leica built. We're still working on stars for pretty much everyone else. I know we would need a tank, probably Gorvo in the future, but because I have the copies of Solus, we can go ahead and build her. And here we are with our Graveborn. So that's what we wanted to see. So we'll go ahead. We have double copies of Veden, double copies of... So we'll go ahead and use these copies. And the reason I do it this way, using double copies, is to short. So these 2 I want to keep with Naru. The other one for Sylvana I'll use. to go ahead and have our food. And finally, we are going to be able to see him because here is the food. So there he is at Mythic Plus. Super, super powerful if you guys haven't used him or haven't unlocked him. But there he is, Damon to Ascended already. We've gotten really lucky with the copies of him, but adding a ton of power to him going up to Ascended. And even here we have 2 more food, which again, we'll see who we're going to get copies of and who we're going to build. Torn, I was building. Haven't gotten any copies of Torn. They're both in the wish list. Damon, we pulled a lot. Torn, we have not. Celestials will continue with Wukong, bring him to Legendary. Huge, absolute monster in PvP with Wukong. So we need 1 more copy of the Twins for Legendary, 1 more copy of Taylene for Mythic Plus, and then a couple more copies of Mahira for Mythic Plus, and then focusing on Aziz as well. So very, very cool. A lot of progression. So Treasure Hunters, we got a couple here to go ahead and pick up a couple of our bottles. And I wish in this event they had red chests or they had a couple other things that we could get. But looking here, a lot of people are going for Summer Dolly. In most games, if it's just a skin, I'm not really going to go ahead and get a copy of Dolly just because it doesn't do anything. So I would rather have more heroes, more fodder cards, definitely more Poe coins, more emblems than having Dolly, me personally. So that's kind of how I look at it, even though the skin's kind of cool to see, but if it has no effect, and here you can actually buy 25 of these, which is good because I buy these anyways for the 10 coins. So every 6 you actually get a free elite hero. So every $6 you get a free elite hero. And remember, this is the pay to win account. So as we continue our progression here, adding again a couple more diamonds, so that's good. Oaken Inn, all right. So here we got 9,000, so we have 3 full pulls, and we can actually add Damon in here, which 6,000, 20 more cards, 15. We'll definitely pick that one up. That is a good deal. 3,200 diamonds too. Need the essence, need to add the levels. So we got 10 large rooms there, which is awesome. Yeah, it's an insane amount of dust, especially when we're adding levels here. And we have 20 more cards, so we might be able to pull the other copy of Taylene. But the big thing here is I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we'll invite Damon to the room. There he is. We'll go ahead and expand the room because we already have, I believe, 3 pieces of his furniture, or maybe it's Taylene's furniture. I thought we already had a couple pieces for him. Nope, it might not be for him that we have the furniture. I thought for some reason we were building the furniture with him. But let's go ahead and do our summons. We have 1 there on our wish list. He is in our wish list, as well as Taylene, which is good. Mahira, Aziz, the twins. Perfect combination. Have I done the new voyage? I did on my main account. Yep. I actually did that on my main account. So let's go ahead and do our pulls here. We have 15,000 tokens now. So hopefully we can get some red furniture, which off the bat, we get a red furniture, red piece, which is a copy of Aziz. So even though we can't use it, we've actually been using it in different support. So once we have him unlocked, we can build it. And there was a red twinkle again. So 2 in a row, which is Mahira. Again, still need to build her. Couple more pieces there. So we're going to be able to give a couple pieces to Damon, and I believe we'll have the ability to get a couple more red pieces as well. So we need another copy for Aziz. But I believe that'll give us 1 more red card. So we'll go ahead and we want to build Damon. He is the one that we want to build. If you haven't seen his furniture, very, very powerful. First impressions of Drez. Benson, I think that he is going to I think he's going to be good, but the problem that I see with him is he dies fast. Just like a majority of the time for a lot of heroes, they have a tendency, the agility heroes have a tendency to die really fast when they go front line. And that's what I think is going to happen to him as well, is he's going to die relatively quick when it comes to going to the front line. So this one will get him all set. So let's go ahead and scroll back up to his room. Got 60 diamonds for that one. We'll unlock this one too. All right, so there's his room. So let's go ahead and get him some gear. We'll grab some of our tokens here. All right, so health's up quite a bit, attacks up quite a bit, defense a lot, accuracy, received healing, crit resistance 9 points. So a big, big improvement for him. So going down from the bottom, because we want to focus on Iran, is still the priority. So added a little more dodge there. Leica, of course. A little more health to her. So as we're building this team, Tassie, we already have a set bonus 4, which is good. Then we do have Rowan, who we use is our off tank, which might change a little bit because now we have Damon. And we have Saurus. So overall, I mean, we have a lot of good heroes. Yeah, and that's what I think. Javid dresses like Titus. If he can do well, just like Cecilia, just like Oscar, just like a lot of other heroes. I thought that, Michael, I think you have more furniture. I thought so too. I thought we had pulled the furniture earlier. But I'm not sure, because looking in here, because the red furniture is towards the top. So there's Iran, Lucius. There's his piece that he has. Nothing else there. We have Aziz, which double pieces for Aziz. Twins, Tassie, Mahira. And these are just the decorations. No, for some reason I thought that we had more gear for him. But I don't. And I don't. I have one piece. There's Aziz, Mahira, twins. No, that's it. Doing good, Christian. How are you? All right, so Dust Wall definitely kills people. But look at that, 14K. If you're not buying it, it's where it stops. That's where Lilith made the stop, was when it comes to the Dust Wall. So here we have 61,000. So let's see, we're at 256 right now. We'll go ahead and level up all that we can with our 60 million gold. So I believe this account is catching up to my faction accounts, which I played for 8 months, a little over 8 months. But I believe we are really, really pushing this. 20 red chests, 40 scrolls, 22. That's pretty tempting. You can buy a lot more from daily deals. Yeah, I do buy quite a bit with the daily deals. Like I usually buy that one that I purchased, and I usually buy the red chests or the other ones. I'm even here. That takes us to 263, so adding a ton. And again, we're out of essence here. But that takes us to 15 million already. Like I said, in the course of just over 2 months, we're at 15 million power, which most of my faction accounts are about 18. Yeah, I know we have to push. We're falling behind in the push. I've been pushing the towers, but I haven't been pushing anything else. So we'll go through, we'll look at the hero's gear, and we'll go through and continue the push. But I do want to see if we can get another copy of Taileen, because I got 20 more cards, which a little more faction cards there. I believe we have one more summon. Nope, no copies there. But we have one more. We'll still save that one. And I'm pulling these as well because of the event, so we have enough. There's another elite, which it might be Drez. Nope, another copy of Solus, which we already have enough. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the campaign. Lilith has still not provided us with a button to go ahead and remove all of our gear. So I still have to do this completely manually, which drives me kind of crazy. Because overall, I would just love a button, which I think I'm going to put that on her, and then we'll put, let's say, the blade here. Still got to work on Leica a little bit as we continue to level them up. We're just going to go with our key team right now, which is Rowan, of course. I want to see how well they're doing being on a higher level, and then we'll swap out some heroes. We'll swap out a couple pieces of gear. We'll swap out a couple things because we're continuing to build. As you can see, we got a couple more pieces of gear here. I got a couple more stones from pushing the towers. So we'll continue to build everything on this account, which we're almost out of gold. All right, so there's that. And we have Titus, which I like the attack speed. Attack speed is very, very good on her because of her bolts. I know the overall power is very good as well. All right, but that gives Tassie. Oh, we can reset the boots. Not going to reset the boots. Not going to reset the wand. All right, so let's look who we got here, which we want to gear Damon out as well. Hopefully we can continue to... Oh, we're going to be a little bit short. 20 short to get his signature item, but that is okay. Oh, we only get 15. We're going to be a little bit short. That's okay. We'll just keep him where he's at the 9, but he is geared out as well, and I want to see him, and I want to see how well he does. For him, I'm thinking maybe the Vitality, maybe the Grace, or maybe the Drape, because the Drape actually offers health recovery, which he does heal. So 1,200 more there. I believe we can strengthen some more of his gear, which his defense is going to be a priority. We have no tier 2 stones at this point. We have no gold at all. All right, so let's get into the push. I believe we're at 13 right now. 13, so we're almost to 14, 135 more. But I do want to do some of the campaign push because looking at the wall, King's Tower 14, so I'm tied 13, 14, but we fell far behind 41. We usually stay mid 30s. So let's go ahead and we will do the campaign push here. So these are the geared out heroes. We do have Sophia. Let's see how well. I know gaining a lot of levels is going to make a very, very big difference. And it's 4 times speed. So we're going to be able to go through pretty quick, which Damon dies pretty early there. And again, dealing with Brutus. Should I switch to twins after Taylene to Mythic? Yes, I would. Showcase, absolutely. I'll reset the shop. We don't have any gold, Javid. So even there, 2 million there. Yeah, definitely go for the twins. Yeah, I thought the Drape for regen because of his heal. And we do have Rowan up here doing support as well. But again, look how fast he dies. We never had a problem with him before. He was just absolutely destroying. Now that we got him to Ascended, he's dying. So go figure that. I know 4 times speed, especially if you're running through here. It's so fast, you can't really see anything. So if you're running through the campaign and if you're chain running the campaign, it's that fast. It's absolutely crazy. 24-32. Which this is now a good point. It never was before, but to be able to chat with you guys now that we're just focused on the campaign. Again, running through here is really quick on 4 times speed. 24-32. Look at that, 5 million damage, 3.6 million from the tank. Now he is the tank in the tanking class. We don't have him leveled up very much in the tree, which would make him a lot more powerful. Can we upgrade to 6? Is it too slow? Is the 4 times speed just too slow right now? You have the same power level as the enemies. I'm in chapter 28. Yeah, I know this one we have to do a lot of campaign push. Let's see if Tassie can get it done all by herself. She takes on the dwarf. Can she take out the gun? No, she doesn't take out the gun. That was so close. Yeah, if we keep going to higher and higher speed, this is getting kind of insane at this point on how fast the speed is here, but it's very cool to see. Yeah, it almost seems like even here with the speed that it's faster than I remember even before. Like running it in the Abyssal, I don't remember it going this fast. Like this is literally, you can hardly see it, which is crazy. Yeah, 16 times. Can we just insta the campaigns? What do you guys think? When it comes to stages, here will just be a begin battle, and then it'll be like an instant battle. So we can just go ahead and finish them out super, super quick. Yeah, it makes it easier, especially when you're running through here fighting Brutus. So even if we have to do it a couple times, it goes by so fast now to go ahead and just power through the campaign as we're doing here, because we're way over leveled. Like I said, we have a lot of progression to make up. We have not run the campaign on this account in a week. So this is a week progression that we're a little bit behind versus players that are pushing the campaign every day. So again, we should be able to finish through this chapter, and I'm hoping maybe one more chapter would be nice, so we can continue making our progression. Yeah, just like Arena, you have the little button just to skip it. But then what would you do with the game? The game would be super boring if you could just skip everything, essentially. I did not pass for 135 in the King's Tower on my account because my team is getting damaged crazy fast and get... So a lot of them is depending on the team comps you're fighting. We've seen it with the triple Nara and the triple Athalia running tanks. So to get through some of the tougher stages, I've actually ran, which we just got Thorn Cheese there, I think. I've actually ran 5 different heroes, or I ran 5 different tanks essentially through the tower, or all the tanks that I have in every single faction to go ahead and go through. And Stitchy's doing, look at that, 4.49. Stitchy out damages everybody. Even though Iran has his furniture, Stitchy is still doing more damage, which is crazy. The tank is out damaging everyone. You still have to... Yeah. And that's it. For even in here, just the RNG running through here as fast as we can, even if we go through here and lose the battle a couple times, not really a huge deal because you don't lose anything. That's kind of where it's just going to be time to get these down. Use Inoki in the triple Athalia stage. Yeah, if I had Inoki built, I believe on this account, which that's the same package we just seen. I believe we have double packages for those. But I might have to change this up because remember we needed 20 battles to use specific heroes. We might have to swap in some other heroes here just to complete our 20 battles. And that's, I want to see him in the Lockout team too. I think he's going to be just an absolute monster with the Lockout team. The Lockout team is what I run on my main account, which is what I'm into chapter 31. Problem is, where I'm at now, I can't beat the double stages because I've never built the Wilders. There's a lot of teams that I have not built. So I have one really strong team. My Wilder team is not too strong. Same with the Lightbearers, having problems getting through the double stages. It's very tough. I already gave the Noki away, Kwam, a little while ago. A lot of people, because of the event, I gave away a Noki, so I don't have them. Do I have the Lockout team? I do on my main account. This one I don't. Well, I mean, we kind of do. which consists of Taylene and the twins, which again, they're really low level. Mahir and Aziz and Rowan is the lockout team. So we still have a lot more to build with the lockout team, but we're getting there. Yeah, and I've noticed that with a while for the lab is if I'm running at 4 times speed, I've been burning through a lot more of the Duras tiers just because I'm not really paying much attention at the 4 times speed. Tassie versus Tassie. We got it down. Yeah, Iran is an absolute destroyer when it comes to CC, when it comes to slow, when it comes to damage. Even when I fight against him, like even in the Labyrinth, he can kill 2 or 3 of my heroes at once. Even with relics, everything else, he kills 2 or 3 heroes at once if you're not paying attention going through the Labyrinth. So 2448. Built a Light Bear is now preparing a Wilder and a Gwyneth team. Michael, that's a good choice. Light Bears are super solid, especially with the heroes that they bring, and same with the Wilder team. As you get further in the campaign, most people run a Wilder team. Even when you look through a lot of the stages, the Wilder team is what people run. What a lot of people run is that Wilder team. Okay, I'll show the damage for Damon. I was hoping to catch up a little bit. That way we could see, but looking here, look at that. 7 million damage. Now remember, we only have a signature item at 9. So as he goes to 10, as he gets stronger, as the signature item gets stronger, he is going to do more and more damage. 7 million damage. He does a lot of healing. And we have, again, only level 5 for the tank tree. So we have a ton of room to stack up his abilities. But again, 7 million damage there, which is crazy. Should I do Shemira? Nope. Alexander, Shemira just to 20. Keep her at 20. The plus 30 has a benefit, but honestly, there's probably 20 heroes that are in front of Shemira when it comes to leveling up the signature item overall. Even here, 6.5, 5.5, so doing 1 million more damage. If he had a plus 30 signature item, this would be absolutely through the roof when it comes to the amount of damage that he is doing there. What new content do you think can help AFK? I think what they're doing right now, because they're running events, they're running promotions, they're running a lot of different stuff. Look at that, 3.4, 7.1 million damage for Damon. I wonder if, really quick, if we have... I want to see him with his signature item a little bit better. I think we have a couple more emblems, not too many. Just because I know he can probably put out quite a bit more damage. So let's reset this. Which we got those. We're going to have enough. One more time. It's going to be 200. I'm not going to buy him again, but we got really unlucky with that. How many do we need? What did we need here? We need 20. All right. So let's see what we can pull out of here. So we need 20. 6, 12, 18, 20. There we go. So now let's take a look at him. Because if you look, Damien permanently acquires the target's attack and defense rating if the enemy dies while he's using his blood shield. We even add him up a little bit more hit points. And look at that. He has a ton more hit points. As you can see there, adds a lot more defense. I've been working on his gear. All right, so let's continue in here. We got a hat, a couple more emblems. You unlock the Stargazer. I believe it is chapter 16 is where you unlock the Stargazer. So he's a little bit stronger there. Signature items a little bit higher. Saved all my diamonds for Damon. I have 4 choice packs. Yeah, I think you only have 3 more days. Was it 3 more days, Albie? to go ahead and you'll be able to use the choice pack, which is good. Champions of Esperia should come back. Yeah, the Champions of Esperia is what replaced Guild Wars. If you guys are veteran players, Guild Wars used to be what we always did, and they replaced it with the Heroes of Esperia, which is a very, very cool PvP event. I finished my Wilders and moved to Lightbearers. Not much luck with Gwen. Gwen is a hero that was very hard to get, but this is, again, where your desired hero or choice hero is going to be huge. Because if you're looking for someone specific, you'll be able to pull copies of them. And that's kind of the reason for them doing the choice heroes. And again, kind of got the thorn cheese here. Even there with a loss. We have Athalia here. We might have to switch this up. I think 1 or 2 times we should be able to get it down. And most of the time, if Athalia ults, which Damon's still up, so he is going to do a crazy amount of damage here. Well, Stitchy does. He just kind of hangs around. 7.22 million damage there. Which again, continuing, we're almost through, I think we're almost through this chapter. I have the love-hate. She needs so much work to be good. Yeah, and that's it, LB, is when you look, she does really, really well with the correct team comp. Even here, Damon's right on point with Iran, which is good. But again, he is a tank. And Iran is a plus 30 signature item. And he is completely geared out with his with the signature item. What am I? It could Marshmallow. That's interesting. It could. I'm just waiting to finish out or start the event, the Abysmal Expedition. I love doing the Abysmal Expedition. The Abyssal, the Abyssal. 7.7, 5.5 there. So we got, I believe, 4 more stages. I'm using Shamira as carry. Yeah, Shamira is really good, especially when they did her little kind of fix. So, but Shamira's damage falls off, and that's what a lot of people experience is as you get a little bit further in the campaign. Belinda will do more damage. Gwen will do more damage. A lot of other heroes will do a lot more damage than what Shamira can, even fully geared out. Even here, 3.8, 5.29. So we're almost done with this chapter at this point. Why did you use the gold emblems? Because I'll buy some, Michael. I'll probably buy another pack to go ahead and level up the emblems to continue to work on Taylene. And right now we're using Damon. I know we could pop Taylene in here, but I want to see him because I've never seen him. I've never used him. Don't have him built on any of the accounts. And the other hero is Skarath. Skarath I have never built. Even here, Legendary Plus, I've never seen him to Ascended. Not on any of our accounts. 8 accounts, never seen him to Ascended. Which is crazy. I got a Taylene and 2 elite cards. That's awesome. That is awesome, awesome luck. 5.5, 5.5, so pretty even on that one. Brings us to the last stage, which is Athalia. So let's see how Athalia does versus Damon. I want to see if she kind of kills him really easy off the bat. So he's got his blood shield up. Well, he died right there. But we still might get this down. Nope, Iran died too quick. A lot of times I use Rowan for his damage mitigation because the initial hit doesn't do that much damage. But Athalia just ulted super, super fast. Yeah, Savius is a monster, but that completes chapter 24. Even here, 8.6 million, which is awesome. 3.2 there. So we'll move into the next chapter. Again, another promo pack. So we'll move into... See, I don't know why it bugs out. So here I can go back in. But even though it shows we're in the new setting, we'll continue to push. I want to push through a lot of the campaign. Like I said, we have a lot of ground to make up. Even here, 2.3, 5.5. Iran is still the primary carry here. Taylene to 30 first. Yeah, Taylene is definitely the priority to 30. Brutus, good. No, Brutus falls off way before that, usually about chapter 18. 8.59 million, so almost 6 million there. Does a lot of healing too with his blood shield. Which again, once he gets further, where do we do the map? There we go. Now we're on the right map. Does Rowan's ult increase our hero damage or just energy and stun for Rowan? And that's why Rowan does really, really well, even if you don't have him leveled up to, you know, Mythic. Mythic, you have to have him, but Mythic plus and Ascended, he has a lot more survivability, but overall his skills and abilities and his cart doesn't change. That's why short of survivability, there's a lot of other heroes that you prioritize getting to Ascended because he'll do well even at Mythic for what you use him for in the campaign, which is why a lot of people use him. Rowan ult gets attack buff from the Elder Tree. Oh, yeah, the Elder Tree bonuses for the support class. But overall, even here, 5.7, 5.2. Still doing a ton of damage as we continue through here. I can't get past Warwick, so I figured Brutus would help. For Warwick, a lot of times with Warwick, I will use Falks to clear his shield. And to clear his little teddy bears. Even here, short of CCing him, he's very, very tough to deal with because usually you can't CC him. Just like Almus, that just sits here, you can't CC him because he's deep-rooted. Give Tassie... Oh, for her gear? Yeah, because we drop Sophia out. So we can actually... And Tassie already has her set bonus too. She has her 3 set bonus. Iran does not, just Tassie. So maybe she'll be able to survive a little bit more. What would you say is the best class? Yep, the support class. I think it's Celerity. But the support class is by far the best due to not only the abilities that it brings, the energy, the shields that it brings, but when you look at the classes that are in there. So you have the twins in there, you have Taylene in there, you have Rowan in there, you have Aziz in there, you have Rose in there, you have Tassie, you have Namora. When you look at overall the classes that really, really perform well in this game, most of them are all in the support tree. You can even run the Lockout team. 4 of the 5 heroes in the Lockout team are support. So that's by far the first one. Yep, Taylene to SI30, and then Arthur emblems. Yep. Which, depending if you're building Arthur or if you're building and saving for Nakaruru, they're both really powerful heroes. Arthur would probably be a priority just because a lot of people use him in team comps. So you'll probably see a lot more action with him because of the team comps that you have. So even here, 9.84, so almost 10 million damage there. Because remember, Iran went to the confine, but almost 10 million damage as the tank, which is crazy. Ranger class is really good too. They have the instant damage. That's kind of the real big thing. Not only the haste, the instant damage as well does really well to increase I think it's non-dodgeable damage. Again, Brutus with his shield. Always just have to wait that shield out. 6.4, 4.3. We're into chapter 25 now, which is awesome. This is where 25, 26 is where I'd like the team to be at right now. Let's see if Damon can hold off Brutus, which he's going to with Iran. Very nice. Yeah, the tank, I mean, 6.15, 4.4. That's why a lot of people have said he is completely broke right now. Also, if you look at his, not only his signature item, but his furniture bonus is the other part that people have said is super broke, is his furniture bonus. Yeah, he is. Stitchy is a monster. We can call him Stitchy. 11.45 million, 1, 3, and 2. So again, Stitchy just destroying it as the tank class. Because remember, here he does get energy and he does get haste from Leica, as well as the CC and support from Rowan. So he's a pretty solid combination on the team here. Yeah, the block, and he gets the life leech. He pulls in from different heroes. So even there, 9 million, 12 million. Continuing through 25-15. Yeah, his 9-9 furniture is super strong. So I'll build him as soon as I can. That way we can continue. I want to see him in the Lockout team, and we'll continue building Lockout team. 11 million there. But this will be the backup team. So once I hit chapter 31, I can actually do this team with the Wilder team. I'm short of possibly Rowan, but I can have kind of a team 2 to bring in when I need them, which is exactly what I need at this point. So we can hear 5.8, 8.5. So Iran doing quite a bit more damage. Yes, Leica's defense break, because she takes away 25% of the defense, even here on like Astrilda, or it looks like here with K-Sauce, this team not only has the defense break for Iran to do more damage, is you have multiple forms of CC, which is brought by Sophia. I know we're not running Sophia right now, but Sophia is another stun hero for this team, which is why this is a S tier team. Not a God tier, but an S tier team. What's going on? Sono res? Nobody resed you? Really? Wish I could beat 2858. It takes a while, Blaine, depending on your team comp, who you're using. A lot of the stages that I was stuck at that were a lot more difficult or unique stages, I just ran weird teams, weird team comps. Even here, we need to kill Nemitsu. We do have the dwarf that pushes Rowan back, but it opens up Leica in the bottom. But there we go. Should have it down. Battle report, the blue shield is, that's the shielded damage, yes. Yep, right here. Our damage taken. That's your taken damage. Amount healed, damage dealt. Do you want to create this formation? Huh. Didn't even know you could click that. 25-20, so a quarter of the way through 25. It's going well. We already pushed through, finished out chapter 24 into 25, which this team we just got absolutely destroyed. Which we got double tank, well, triple tank. So let's swap them up here to hold the tanks. Damon, look at that. Belinda just destroyed him. Absolutely destroyed him. We might have to swap him down here. We'll pull them right to the bottom. There's our stun. Defense reduction. Should be able to take both those down. The sleep, so they can just stay CC'd right there. There we go. Should I go for Taylene as soon as possible? Twins to Mythic. Yep, once you get them to Mythic. Yep, Mythic for Twins, then go for Taylene. Taylene and the Twins are the two priorities to get to Mythic first because of the carry. Taylene carries really, really hard. The Twins you do need for most of the events. A lot of stages you need the Twins. Them together do really, really well. And also the Twins you need with Saurus. So to maximize the damage of Saurus, you have to have the Twins. Or they're not going to be able to survive. Any suggestions? William, if you look on Reddit, they actually have a subthread in there about chapter 31-4 where you go where you can go ahead and look through the team comps. They have a lot of suggestions. 8.14 million, 7 million damage there. And thank you, LB. Welcome to the Hippo supporter. That is the membership to the channel for $1.99. But Reddit has a lot of team comps on there that you can look at, that you can build. They have a lot of different formations. Mainly people run the Lockout team with the Wilder team, or a lot of people on 31-4 run the Wilder team with the Thor and Cheese. If you look through the winning strategies, a lot of people, especially higher level, use the Thor and Cheese and use it very, very successful. And look, he's got his little hippo next to his name. Thank you as well, Sono Rez. Welcome to being a supporter for the channel. Lost this one again. Let's go ahead and swap him back in the middle, which we have no tanks here. So this should be pretty easy as long as we can take out some of the support early, which we took out Arden. Movis, this little guy up here, does a ton of damage. If you guys haven't noticed, he does a lot of damage. There's a stun. Damon didn't get his blood shield off. Pharrell is messing up this formation. So let's see if we can pull Pharrell out of here. Which we took damage there, and he got banished. Got the blood shield up though. Asleep, we got it. There we go. So let's check out this one. 9.81. So even though Iran did 3.6, he did 10 million damage. And that's the blood shield. That is the power of the blood shield and how much damage and how fast he puts damage out. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, Taylene is the only hero. Like I've said a lot of times with Taylene, Taylene is the only hero they put in an S++ class, which means that, oh, Tassie got it done on that one. Taylene, they actually put in a class completely by herself. Is Iran worth building? Yes. Iran, when it comes to non-celestial hypogen heroes, Iran, Sophia, and Pharrell are the priority. With their skill set, with the build, they are the priority. Those three heroes, as well as Rowan. So Rowan, Pharrell, Iran, and Sophia are really the first non-celestial hypogen heroes that are the priority to build. So even here, this is going to be a really tough team. I think if we can pull Sophia off of the back to try to not supercharge. Because Sophia was just supercharging in the back, supercharging Savius. Thane's down, so we'll just wait out Brutus's shield. We got this one down as well. Is Flora worth building? Devon, most people have said no. But with that said, it's very, very early. A lot of people don't use her, or a lot of people don't use her effective because she's very unique, very niche with the team comp. And most people don't have her built. So even when you look at heroes like Flora, if you look at Drez, if you look at Damon, a lot of the newer heroes, most people don't have them built. So it's kind of interesting because, again, a lot of people don't have these heroes built because you have to buy them. And you have to buy a lot of copies to make them effective and build their signature items to really test them out and see how well they do. And a lot of people are not that far, essentially, even in the game. Do you have to have Pharrell's signature item? Yes, Ultron. Pharrell's signature item is what unlocks him being able to stack the spirits and stack the multiplier, essentially, for the spirits. His signature item, plus his signature item at plus 25, I believe all of the mid tiers have a really, really good effect as well. Yep, go for Taylene. Pharrell, yes. Pharrell's SI30. People use them end game, all the way through this game, they use Pharrell. There's a lot of heroes that carry teams. Like Iran definitely carries a team. 8.6, 5.2 there. Almost, well, this is halfway through 25 at this point. Yeah, he is ascended at this point. Very, very cool to see. And he is doing a lot of damage. If you see 5.9, 6.2, him being a tank is crazy. I want to use him in a couple other things, see how well he does. But even his ability to not only do damage, but mitigate damage. He has a shield, he has the blood shield. Thorn Cheese, oh, I thought he was going to kill us there. Yeah, Pharrell can out-damage Shamira, and it's dependent on the team comp and depending if he can get the spirits up. Pharrell and Gwen do really, really well behind Arthur because of their normal attacks. Any hero that uses normal attacks is supercharged behind Arthur. Are twins worth going to SI 30? They are not. Nope. Twins, I would keep at 20. 20 is a good spot for them. There's a lot of other heroes that will do a lot better when it comes to using your signature items versus taking the twins to 30. And thank you, Marshmallow, for being a Hippo supporter as well. Remember, we do have our drawing on this Thursday. So anyone who puts the comment in the last video, the Wilder video that we put out, will be in the drawing, as well as anyone who has the membership. The drawing will be Thursday for the gift cards. So 25-33, we are cruising right through. So this is a full chapter we've already cleared because I think we're about halfway through the other chapter at this point. Gwen is a good carry. Pharrell, again, is a very good carry. Both heroes do very, very well. Just like Iran, very, very good carry. 6.2, 5.5, 2.4 million healing there, which, again, is crazy, crazy from a tank. Seems like once he gets his blood shield up and he's pretty good to go. They're not going to take him down. I honestly regret getting Belinda. So do I. So no res, exact same. I have my Belinda at plus 30. I wish I would have leveled up some different heroes. Not my primary. 9.5, 8 million. Even taking Belinda to plus 30, I replaced her with Gwen. I've replaced her with Gwen. I've replaced her with Pharrell. I've replaced my plus 30 signature item Belinda with a lot of other heroes, and the other heroes perform better. They do more damage. Now, she does well with the burst damage, but overall, oh, and Pharrell just smoked us right there, 6.8 million. What's going on, Motez? Here we got the stun, which is good. Look at him banished. Not much you can do with banished. 2 asleep, which is why we love the CC. There it is. 5.7, 6.5. Just flying through this chapter, which is awesome. Yeah, always plan. So that's really the biggest thing, honestly, that I can say about this game is when you look at Ascensions, when you look at signature items, when now you look at furniture, plan who you're going to be working on, plan the heroes you want to develop. It makes a huge difference. And that's why even like on this account, I'm progressing light speed ahead of my main account, because on my main account, I spread the signature items too thin. I have too many heroes that I've kind of worked with here and there. If you focus your resources on heroes that you're looking for, heroes that are really, really good in this game, you'll progress a lot faster. So let's even change this up a little. And Iran attacks so fast. See if Damon can get it done. He does with the help of Tassie. 8.92, so almost 9 million damage there. 25-38. And I believe we're also going to be able to get our advancement rewards because we finished the last chapter, which is awesome. I mean, here's 6.82, 6 million damage from Iran. So again, Damon is putting up so much damage. It's just kind of crazy. And I'm wondering, I was trying to think, and help me out with this, guys, what other formations could he work well? I think with the Lockout team or an energy regen team, he's going to do really well. With a haste team, I feel like he would do really well. I feel like he does well with our Wilder team here. But I was trying to think what else could he work really, really well with. Would you recommend getting Damien over Pharrell for hero choice? Depending who you have, I mean, Pharrell is always going to be a good choice because Pharrell is just such an outstanding hero. Damon right now is awesome as well, but people were saying that they thought they were going to nerf him. A lot of different talk, but both of those heroes are a priority depending if you need a tank or if you need damage, if you need more CC. Because the big thing with Pharrell is he does the energy disintegration, and there's not that many heroes that do the energy disintegration, which makes a big difference. Nara does it, Pharrell does it, a couple heroes. Nope, so no res. Everyone's disappointed from what I've read on Reddit, kind of all the different sources. The summer event is not really much of a summer event, which we can actually check that again. I'm not sure. So we got 20 with the support heroes, 2 rangers in a single battle. So I think we might have to swap some of these up. 2 or more mages, which I don't run any mages right now. Labyrinth boss we haven't done. 2 warriors. Fast rewards. 2 or more tanks, which we have 1 tank right now. 15 guild hunts, and then 12 bounties. So we're going to have to change up the team a little bit just to continue to run. But I think we're already at about an hour. So we pushed through well over a chapter to get here, which was awesome. CC teams. Yeah, the Belinda skin, which people have talked about that as well. Wonder if we do Iran against Iran. Let's see how this one works. Sierra's down here has the giant arcing hit, which is very tough. They're double banished. Look at that. Double banished in the top. All right, so that'll do it for the campaign, 2540. So we pushed through, I think, over an entire chapter at least. So we started 2432. We're at 2540 now. So yeah, that's been a ton. So we'll get some more for Duras. There's a couple more for the Drape. Push through all of these. We'll collect up all of our diamonds so we can go ahead and use them for next time. 2832. All the way through chapter 24. Plus I know we have a couple up here, which is another 9,000 for the advancement rewards. A couple more diamonds there. So it takes us back up to 15,000 diamonds so we can start our summons next time. Should I send Saurus or Damon? Well, them being different factions, you can do either. Saurus, I would always say, would be the priority. The reason is Saurus is going to do well, again, with the guild hunts and the Twisted Realm bosses. So Saurus is going to do awesome here, which is in turn going to give you more essence to build up your Elder Tree. So actually more of this little tree essence to go ahead and build up the Elder Tree. And as you're building up the Elder Tree, all of your heroes get more powerful. Field of Stars we can actually unlock, which is nice. We have our another hero there. Field of Stars, just unlock everything you can, anytime you can, always in here. Because overtime, again, AFK Arena is about the overtime game. So definitely being able to get more items every day. Even here, more mythic gear. We're a little bit short on gold here, but we'll unlock that as soon as we have a little more gold too. So we're kind of out there. Another stone there, so we'll have Arthur by the time we do. If we do a stream on Sunday, we'll have Arthur, because that'll be all reset, which is awesome. Actually, I can grab this one really quick. I push this usually once a week, just to see if I can beat my 358 score as I level up Saurus a little bit more. But we'll go ahead and unlock this final one here. There we go. From this, AFK reward mythic gear plus ascended resource drops plus 30%. I've seen a ton of these increased. I have a ton of stones on all of my faction accounts, and I believe they have all come because of the AFK rewards. So I actually do the AFK rewards anytime, and then faster rewards I do twice a day. I've seen a lot of stones out of here as well with the fast rewards. So it's very, very, very cool. So the voyage is up. The King's Tower is up. We're at 181. As you can see, I've been pushing all the floors. This one, now that we have Damon, I'll be able to push it further. I've been getting destroyed in this one. And of course, the voyage. Still pushing the Misty Valley. Trying to unlock everything here. Yeah, I have an extra choice hero. We don't have anything. Well, we have diamonds to get there now. So this was day 1. We pushed through here. This was day 2 or stage 2. Stage 3 we haven't done. Stage 4 we haven't done. And I believe 5 is open today. Don't trigger ultimate battles more than 2 times. So you can use 2 ultimates there. So we can go ahead. 4 Wilders, which this was my old team. One thing I didn't realize about this is you can actually go ahead and you don't have to do the challenges together, which is what I originally thought was the challenges had to be done together. They don't. You can actually do them separate. You can do them at second times, which is cool. Did you do the main King's Tower? I've been pushing the main King's Tower like crazy. We're, I believe, 14 at this point for the King's Tower. I think we're going to run out of time here. Like I said, we're at about an hour 20. But here we need different factions. So let's go Lightbearer. We'll do Rowan, which is awesome. So there's our tanks. Maulers will do, let's do Sophia, even though I know she doesn't have any gear. And then here we'll pop in a Taline because you can use your mercenaries here. But I'll pop in my Taline. So a lot of times this might take 2 or 3 times. If you've seen the video a little bit earlier, it took a while to get through the stage, but we got through the stage. So there's all 3 of them. So again, adding more pole coins over here, more gold, more diamonds, 24-hour essence. So over here, I believe we get some more stones, 120 more stones, and then continuing. So up here, Graveborn, going through here and making sure that you can build and progress these as far as you can. If you go through and look, yep, ultimates, and then it gets up to Celestials, Hypogens. But overall, the challenges might take some time, but that's the point. They're challenges. Remember, they are challenges. We'd be running the expedition in this account, of course, Marshmallow. We went ahead and we already enrolled, which we did. We're already here for our honor roll. This account and the main account, I will be running the expedition and running it as much and often as I can. I got everything out of it last time, so definitely want to continue the push in here, but I can't run it on 8 accounts. Absolutely crazy. Arcane Labyrinth, I believe this is the last day for the double, for the daily maze, which is awesome. Finally done. Misty Valley will catch up. Bountiful, like I said, this is how they're showing you new heroes now. You're actually going to be able to just use them in here. Go get your free hero, get your 300 diamonds, get your free rare hero out of here. Make sure you're going through and doing everything in here, doing all of the events, because it does add up. So focusing on the vault, focusing on the Misty Valley, and we also do have the Voyage of Wonder that's up as well, which is right up here, the new voyage. Windfall Gorge, which is cool. There's 10 more cards, which is awesome for our Stargazer cards. Ton of stuff in here, including emblems, which you always need. So continuing to progress through both of the voyages. Peaks of Time, like I said earlier, the Wandering Balloon is up as well, so you can get more faction scrolls. So when you look at everything they released and everything today, Lilith has given us a absolute insane amount of events and an insane amount of content over the next 30 to 60 days. You have a ton of stuff. You have the Summer's Delights, you have all the events, you have the voyages, you have the Peaks of Time. This game has gotten to a point where a year ago, it didn't have next to nothing to do. The peaks, once you were maxed out, you couldn't go any further. So as they've continued to develop and add more and more content to this game, I absolutely love it. And that's what keeps me so interested in it. Even the Oaken Inn, very cool to see the furniture. We'll be able to do probably a couple more pulls by the next time that we pull the furniture. A lot more hero summons. I'll go ahead and clean out all the expeditions, clean out the Peaks of Time, have a lot to catch up, get some more Stargazer cards. So this Sunday, we'll go ahead and stream again, and we'll continue to go ahead and build the account. So what class will you run? I usually run Support, Mage, and I run Ranger. Norikiski? Those are the three that I primarily run. On the test server, I do the same. I run the Ranger, I run the Mage, and I run the Support. Those are kind of the main ones that I run through the expedition. But even here, I believe we do have a stone there. A couple more. Sold out. Still waiting here. We have 4 more days on the refresh, but we'll have Arthur built there. We'll be able to get a couple more copies of Wukong, hopefully Red Chest. So in about 2.5 months, we have made this account absolutely huge. As you can see, we do have our 10 Ascended Heroes with Nakaruru. I've also considered picking up Yukio just because I think he's going to be gone soon. Because essentially he's going to go 26 days, he's going to go back full price. And if you don't have him, I don't know. I'm still on the fence because I'm not too happy with him overall with his performance. But we'll start seeing our gear in here. We should be able to, or 2560, which we're pretty close. So next time we'll be able to. What's the 3-day trick? Most people, Sep, have said the 3-day trick doesn't really work anymore. And they said with the 3-day trick, the reason that it doesn't work is now because of the bonus that they offer from the bonus you're receiving from the Field of Stars. So a lot of people have said that that no longer works because of the bonus from Field of Stars. So a lot of people have said there's no reason to do the 3-day trick anymore because of the Field of Stars. So essentially it kind of made it null and void. Which again, we can push this within the next week. We'll be on a higher level. We can make definitely some more progression. Get a little more essence. But overall, we were 42. I think we were 42. Now we're 23. This is higher than we've ever been. We're usually in the 30s, but there we are, 23. Which let's see from 22 how close we are. 2 more stages. Well, they're all on the same stage. So we could actually push up if we really pushed it, probably up to, I'm hoping the top 10 within the next week or two. But we will continue to definitely push this and definitely push it significantly. We have a couple more bottles there, a couple more summons, working on gear. So we'll be doing very well. Use Taline, which we can drop out. Yeah, Talen's already at 18, which we have some of our gear. Who should we drop out? I'm thinking maybe, let me drop out Leica. I just want to see how this works because Leica has majority of our gear. So we actually have another hero that we can use. I just want to see, because a lot of times what I'll do is I'll drop Taylene or use Taylene just as fodder. So I'll actually use her like top here so Iran can kill her, because we know that she is going to come right back. So she died there. Here she comes. Got to sleep, so she's back. Which even... that was close. I think we could get this one down. I've gotten T1 stones 3 times in a row. And that's what I was talking about earlier, Cold Toast, is I've been seeing so many tier stones, so many different... so many different gear, different items that I haven't seen in such a long time because of the Field of Stars. I think our first try was way better. But doing the Field of Stars, try Sophia for Damon. Yeah, so we can nullify some of the damage we're taking back here. But I'm hoping that they can just keep... that Tassie can keep them up, which they did. 9.4 million, 5.5. And like I said, with Taylene, a lot of times I use her essentially just as fodder. So using her just kind of as a fodder hero. Because even here, so you know Savius is going to kill her really, really easy. There we go. So she's going to come back. Well, now she has more attack. Now she has more defense, which is good. So we have Savius CC'd. Taylene heals up our team because we have another support. That's what makes her so, so powerful. Even though she doesn't do much damage, look at the healing, 5.12, relying on them to do their damage as we continue through here. There's way more mythic gear randomly in AFK chests. Yeah, and I don't doubt it, Javid, that the 3-day trick does still work. A lot of people just said there's not a huge necessity for it anymore like it was before. Because now, even with the gear, is you're getting a huge influx of guild coin as well, because of, again, the bonuses from the chests. So not only can you buy a lot more of the mythic gear because you're getting a ton more guild coin because of the increase, you're getting a lot more labyrinth tokens because of the increase of the Field of Stars. So overall, just getting more everything, more AFK rewards, more rewards in general. Yeah, Taylene is super, super powerful, especially if you have her geared out. She died right there. She came right back. Hopefully we can get a sleep. Taylene came back for a 3rd time. And as her attack gets higher, as her defense gets higher, you're not going to be able to continue to go ahead and kill her. I think Arthur would be great with Damon. Might be. I don't know if it'll work together. I guess in this one we have to nullify Sophia. Look how fast we die here. This is the reason why we just seen 5 players that are stuck on this stage. Wow. Because here you can't CC, which she still got up the spectral field there. I think it's because we don't have Leica, because we dropped out Leica on this one. So let me see, because even if we put Leica back in, is we don't have gear for her. So this one's going to be have to be heavy CC, because that's a ton of damage. I mean, that's a whole lot of damage. We could probably get random with some dodges and that. Yeah, Arthur and Nakaruru's gear is super expensive. If you guys haven't seen, I believe it's 84,000. I believe that's the amount of tokens that it runs for the pieces of gear. But we'll give this 5 more tries. We're just going to stay with the same team comp. Maybe we'll swap in my Taylene, which if you look, 429. versus 400, because they downplay the gear so much, a majority of the time she still dies, and she still dies super fast. She just died 3 times right there. 4 times. They destroyed her because they downplayed the gear, even though she does have her signature item on, the plus 30, and she does have her artifact on. They borrowed her from essentially my own hero. Remove Tassie, put Sophia in, and put Iran back to the middle. Okay, so let me see. Remove Tassie, put Sophia in. Okay, so let's we'll strip Tassie's gear like we did before. We'll swap in Sophia, we'll put Iran in the middle, and let's see how it works. Swap out Tassie, put Iran in the middle. And then we'll put in Sophia. Close. I think it's just really the couple in the back that are just doing. I mean, look, we're not even surviving for a couple seconds here. So even here is if Iran can dodge. Almost got him down. Unless we swap him down here. But even then, Sophia's ability is just absolutely destroying. Yeah, so this is going to be a very tough stage. That's why so many people are stuck at this. Because we're only surviving a couple seconds. But we are way over on our time here, but we did a huge, huge campaign push. Almost to player level 120, which we need one more level, which will come soon. But thank you guys for joining me tonight for the live stream. We pushed over an entire chapter. We got Damon up to Ascended, which is awesome. Still built Tassie, which we just need a little bit more. We'll be able to build her a little bit further, which will come within the next week. Like I said, we'll plan on streaming on this Saturday, which I believe we do have a couple more stones here. But we'll continue to build this count. I'm going to go through, I'm going to do the voyages. I'm going to catch up on everything else. Get ready for the Vault of Time. We can go through some of the Vault of Time when we stream next time. Misty Valley will catch up. The Bountiful Trials will go through the Peaks of Time. We'll continue. We can clean out the Abysmal Delves to get the loot. Howling Wasteland, we can get the loot. So we have, again, a lot of stuff to do. So, yeah, I know. Getting a little tired here. I do have to work in the morning, as I do every single morning. But again, thank you guys for joining me tonight. Thank you for all the love and support. We'll do our drawing on Thursday. I'll go ahead and record it, and we'll post it up for the winners. Anyone who goes ahead and drops a comment on the video that we put up a little bit earlier today will be entered in the drawing. Anyone who has a membership to the channel will be in the drawing as well. We're going to do it every single month around the first of the month. So good luck to everyone. Awesome to stream. I absolutely love doing it. Made a ton of progression on this count, 16 million. We progressed to 22. So once we get past this stage, I believe it's going to be, there's a lot of us. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of us are stuck on this stage right now. So once we get back past this stage, we'll be up to 17. So we have a lot of summons that are coming. This weekend, have a lot of cards. We'll have a lot more faction cards. We'll have a lot more faction scrolls. We'll have a lot more of everything. So again, thank you guys for joining me. Absolutely love doing the live stream. All the love and support. I believe we're at about 86 or 8,700 viewers on YouTube. We're going to do a big giveaway when we hit 10,000, which is right around the corner. So again, thank you guys for joining me today. And as always, thank you guys for watching.